Hello, this is Hayden Call for Business 321 regarding my Discipleship Project. With this semester, my goal in with my Become statement was in relation to um, becoming a better husband and father, being more intentional with the way I lead and support my family. In many ways, I um, have failed. Um, in other ways, I've succeeded and I'm working on things. It's an ongoing process. I've come to realize. My statement at the beginning of the semester was as follows: I will strive to become better husband and father who is more intentional in my actions to love and lift and support my wife and daughter. I will seek to build them up and understand where I can help and act on those opportunities. I will strive to be more patient and to receive the Spirit each day in order to do as God would have me do. I want to have the Spirit as my companion, be physically strong and available, be more outgoing and connected to those around me, and grow in my knowledge of software development to achieve my goals and provide more for my family. I want it to be said that I am a good man. That is enough. I will do these things to bless and lift my family. I will do these things because I want to do them and I'm capable of being more. Some of my goals in this, I'll just present real quick. So among my goals in this was to read or listen to a conference talk or to a podcast that has been called Follow Him about Come Follow Me each week. That was a part of one of my daily goals. That was the goal I was probably the most consistent with. There were times I was definitely lagging and lapsing, but that was the goal that I was probably the best with through this process. Um, Second goal I'll share was in relation to physical goal was to use our rowing machine 3 days a week after work. I was pretty good at this to start, but certainly fell off after a few weeks and didn't give it my best effort. Um, a third goal I'll share was to have a real conversation with a coworker each day. I was good at this to start the plan. Towards the end of the process, I had some things come up in my personal life that made this difficult for me to share and to talk. Through that portion, though, I was still able to connect more fully with my boss during this period, and she was very helpful um, in having real conversations with me that helped me and helped me move forward. Um, an additional goal I'll share is one of my weekly goals here was to spend 2 more hours with my daughter each week without any screens involved. Um, Doing that with a 2-year-old is hard. As a dad, she keeps me on my toes, but I was able to do that pretty consistently on a week to week basis, um, a couple of days a week. Just having that time with her to just love her and be loved by her, and I cherish that time. She lifts and she recharges me. My monthly goal that I'll share was to attend the temple. I was able to do that in January. I did miss my opportunity in February, but I had an appointment scheduled. Due to illness and other circumstances, wasn't able to make it, but I do intend to continue with that being a monthly habit and monthly goal for me moving forward. As to what I have accomplished, uh, I think in some ways you can see what I accomplished here as far as from just a statistical standpoint, but I feel like I started pretty strong, and I think I probably did best at was trying to engage with a conference talk or follow him podcast on a daily basis to try and invite the spirit. Through this process, I've had circumstances in my life that's caused me to kind of shift some of my planning and my focus that has brought consistent study more to the forefront with when it happens and having that time carved out. And that's been really helpful near towards the end. Ultimately, I wanted to accomplish, obviously, for my become statement, being more intentional in my actions to love, lift, and support my wife and my daughter. And um, I feel in some ways I did that. In some ways I'm working on it. This time period of my life has been difficult, and I've had some real introspection and retrospection of um, who I am and who I want to be. And it's an ongoing process as to what I was able to accomplish and what I want to moving forward. Um, in what ways have I become more of the person I wanted to be? I've really been humbled through this experience from this discipleship project, but also from other circumstances in my life. It's made me want to work harder, made me want to have a plan for each day, um, and make seeking God more, knowing that in so doing, it'll resolve other things and help me with other things that I am continuing to work on. What will I do differently in the future? Um, I think I'll be a more diligent planner. Like I've said, this past week or so has been very difficult personally, and to me that has been something that was highlighted to me as to what I need to change to better myself. Was to be better at planning on a daily basis to fill my day with good. Another thing I've learned was to actively seek total accountability, to seek ways to be accountable and to be honest and to share my success as well as my failure. Third thing I do differently in the future, I plan to do moving forward, um, is to take total ownership of failures and success, to understand when a failure has happened and to understand why, as well as to celebrate the successes I'm having along the way. In this last week, like I said, I had to devise a plan for my life to move forward in a manner that would help me become more and fill my time with good. And I've used these tools. I've learned this course, and I've begun actually in this process with trying to be accountable and take ownership to review my progress each day. As for how I did on my plan for that day, and then make plans for tomorrow as I close my day. As for what I've learned about accountability through this process, I think having another individual to accountable to has encouraged me in keeping my plan and keeping plans and goals I have moving forward. And I think that sharing when I have failed um, is just as important as sharing when I succeeded. I think that's probably the second thing that I would share as to what I've learned um, is that how important it is to share what's going on, both successes and failures. So, thank you so much.